Hi, I'm Kalani. I've been married to Marcus for 6 years. Every Sunday, he'd load up grocery bags for his parents. They're getting older, he'd say. It's the least I can do. Heading out? I asked, watching him pack reusable bags. Yeah, Dad's blood pressure's acting up, so I grabbed that low-sodium stuff, Marcus replied, not making eye contact. Want me to come? It's been weeks since I've seen them. Marcus paused. They're both fighting colds. Wouldn't want you catching anything before your presentation. Weird. Your mom texted about coffee next week. Didn't mention being sick. You know, Mom, always downplaying things. He grabbed his keys. Don't wait up. I watched him load the SUV. His hurried movements triggered an alarm bell I'd been ignoring. Hey, Desiree, I said 10 minutes later. Remember that feeling about Marcus's grocery trips? The parent thing? You're overthinking? 3 weeks his parents have been sick. Last week it was his dad's back, before that some church function. So what now? Follow him? I'm already in my car. His parents' place is 15 minutes away. Call me the minute you find out anything. 20 minutes later, I drove past my in-laws' home. No sign of Marcus's SUV. My phone buzzed. Parents send love. Mom made pot roast. Home around 8. I pulled over and called my mother-in-law. Kalani, sweetheart, what a surprise. Hi, Evelyn, just checking in. How are you feeling? Feeling? I'm fine. We just got back from the garden center. Why? My stomach twisted. I thought Marcus said you weren't well. Marcus? We haven't seen him in almost a month. Is everything okay? Everything's fine. Just a misunderstanding. I opened our location sharing app. Marcus's dot blinked across town in an unfamiliar neighborhood. Soon, I pulled into Willow Creek Apartments. Marcus's SUV sat in a visitor spot, groceries still visible. My phone rang. Desiree. He's not at his parents'. He's at an apartment complex I've never seen. Do you really want to know? Some things you can't unsee? I need to know if the last 6 years have been real. I pressed the buzzer for the building manager. I'm looking for my husband, Marcus Williams. Can't give out visitor information. Please, it's an emergency. Our daughter's in the hospital. He might be visiting 3C. Woman there gets Sunday visitors. Outside 3C, I heard music and laughter. I knocked. Marcus opened the door, wine glass in hand, face draining of color. Kalani, what are you? A woman's voice called. Babe, who is it? Everything changed in that moment. Kalani, wait! Marcus chased me down the hallway. I can explain. I jabbed the elevator button. Explain what? That you've been lying every Sunday? It's not what you think. I just spoke to your parents. They haven't seen you in a month. The elevator opened. I stepped inside, Marcus following. Let me drive you home, he said, reaching for my arm. I jerked away. Don't touch me. And don't talk about rationale when I just found you with another woman. The doors opened to the lobby where Desiree stood. My husband was just leaving. Marcus ran a hand through his hair. Desiree, talk some sense into her. Desiree crossed her arms. I don't think I'm the one who needs sense right now. Outside, I gulped fresh air while Marcus hovered nearby. Lisa is just a friend going through a tough time. I bring groceries because she lost her job. Friends don't lie to their wives about Sundays. I knew you'd react like this. You always jump to conclusions. Desiree stepped between us. Marcus, give her space. Fine. We'll talk when you're reasonable. After he left, Desiree hugged me. What do you need? Answers. I know who might have them. 30 minutes later, we sat in Terrence's living room. As Marcus's closest friend, he'd know the truth. I don't feel comfortable discussing this. Terrence shifted. This is between you and Marcus. How long has he been seeing Lisa? I'm not getting involved. So you knew. I leaned forward. You knew he was lying and said nothing. It's not my place to... Not your place? I've cooked for you, treated you like family. Calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. My husband has been lying and apparently, so have you. Desiree placed a hand on my arm. We just want to understand what's happening. Terrence rubbed his face. Fine. He met Lisa 8 months ago at work. Started as friends, but what? He says they connect in ways you two don't anymore. He was going to tell you after the holidays. I laughed bitterly. How considerate. Is he living with her? Desiree asked. No, but he stays over sometimes. The grocery thing was covering. Does she know about me? Terrence wouldn't meet my eyes. Yes. The confirmation hit like a blow. So I'm the only one who didn't know my marriage was a lie. Marcus still cares about you. He's just confused. Confused? He's leading a double life. I paced the room. What else? Nothing, I swear, but going nuclear isn't the answer. Talk it out with someone who's been lying for months? In the car, Desiree turned to me. What now? Evidence. Screenshots of locations, call records. You're talking about divorce. I'm protecting myself. He blew up our marriage. I scrolled through location history. I need to talk to Lisa. Find out what he's been telling her. Are you sure? I need to know if I've been married to the man I thought. I looked up. Will you help? Desiree squeezed my hand. Always. 3 days of silence stretched between us at home. Marcus slept in the guest room as I gathered information and consulted a lawyer. We need to talk, I finally said Thursday evening. Marcus looked up. I've been trying for days. No, you've been trying to manage me. I sat across from him. I spoke with Terrence. His expression hardened. Of course. I know about Lisa. I placed my phone on the table. Every Sunday for 24 weeks, you've been at her apartment. You're tracking me? Invading my privacy? Don't turn this around. You've been living a double life. It started innocently. She needed help. I want the truth for once. Marcus sighed. I met Lisa at a company event. She appreciated my ideas in ways you haven't in years. We became friends. After she lost her job, I started helping. Things evolved. Evolved? I repeated coldly. You and we've been growing apart. When was the last time you asked about my day and actually listened? So this is my fault? No. You don't get to blame our normal marriage problems for your decision to cheat. The doorbell interrupted us. Are you expecting someone? Marcus frowned. Yes. I opened the door to Lisa. Come in. We were just discussing you. Marcus stood. Lisa, what are you doing here? Kalani called me, said we needed to talk. You had no right, Marcus started. I had every right, I cut him off. This is my home, my marriage. What did Marcus tell you about me? I asked Lisa directly. She glanced at him. That you two had grown apart, that you were focused on your career. Did he mention we've been trying for a family for 2 years? Or that I took that promotion specifically for fertility treatments? Lisa's eyes widened. No. Did you know he's been taking money from our joint account? Money for IVF? For your rent? Lisa looked stricken. He said it was his personal account. I would never have accepted if I'd known. You're not the first woman to believe a married man's lies. Marcus stood angrily. Stop attacking her. This isn't her fault. You're right. It's yours. You lied to both of us. I was going to tell you. After what? After draining our savings? After wasting another year? Lisa stood suddenly. I should go. No, stay, Marcus pleaded, grabbing her arm. Kalani's manipulating the situation. I laughed incredulously. That's rich coming from you. Yes, I lied. Yes, I've been seeing Lisa. But our marriage was dead long before. Let go of her arm, Marcus, I said, noticing his grip tightening. Don't tell me what to do in my own house. Lisa tried to pull away. Marcus, you're hurting me. You're not going anywhere, he shouted, yanking her back. Let her go or I'm calling the police. Stay out of this. He shoved me hard enough that I stumbled against the table. Glass shattered as a photo frame hit the floor. Lisa wrenched free, rubbing her arm. I'm calling the police, I said, reaching for my phone. Nobody will believe you, Marcus sneered. But Lisa was already dialing. I'm reporting an assault. He grabbed me and wouldn't let go, then shoved his wife. Marcus's face contorted. You're both crazy. This is a setup. As we waited for police, the weight of everything I'd lost settled over me. The restraining order is temporary, but gives you 30 days of protection, Attorney Wilson explained, sliding the paperwork across her desk. Based on the police report and Miss Howard's statement, we have a solid foundation for divorce proceedings. I signed where indicated. And the financial accounts? Frozen as requested. The court takes financial infidelity seriously, especially given the documentation about the fertility treatment funds. 3 weeks had passed since that night. 3 weeks of sleeping at Desiree's, of ignoring Marcus's desperate messages. What's next? I asked. He'll be served papers tomorrow. His attorney will likely reach out to begin negotiations. I don't want to negotiate. I want what's fair. Attorney Wilson smiled thinly. Then that's what we'll fight for. Later, I met Lisa at a downtown cafe. Thank you for meeting me, she said, stirring her coffee. And for including my statement in the police report. You didn't have to do that. You could have walked away. I couldn't. Not after seeing who he really is. She looked up. He told me you were essentially separated, just living together for financial reasons. I would never have. I held up a hand. I believe you. Marcus lied to both of us. I paid back the money. She slid an envelope across the table. It's not much, but it's everything he gave me. Keep it. Use it to start fresh somewhere he can't find you. You don't hate me? I did at first. But hating you gives him power over both of us. Lisa nodded. He's been calling me too, alternating between apologies and accusations. Block his number. Nothing good comes from his explanations. I already did. She hesitated. There's something else you should know. There were others before me. He has a pattern. My stomach clenched. How do you know? Messages I found on his phone, names, dates, some going back years. She looked genuinely sorry. I thought you deserved to know. I absorbed this final betrayal with surprising steadiness. Thank you for telling me. 2 days later, I was packing the last of my things when the doorbell rang. Marcus stood on the porch looking disheveled. You can't be here, I said through the partially opened door. The restraining order. I know. I just need 5 minutes. His eyes were bloodshot. Please, Kalani, 6 years together has to be worth 5 minutes. I stepped onto the porch, leaving the door open so Desiree could hear. The divorce papers were served this morning, he said quietly. Is this really what you want? What I wanted was a husband who didn't lie to my face for months. People make mistakes. We can go to counseling, start over. There's no starting over, Marcus. So that's it? You're throwing away 6 years? His voice cracked. I still love you. No, you don't. You love the idea of me, the woman who kept your house running while you built a life with someone else. That's not fair. None of this is fair. Lisa told me about the others. He flinched. She's lying. I don't think she is, and honestly, it doesn't matter. You broke us beyond repair. I'm begging you, don't do this. I'm not doing anything. I'm responding to what you've already done. I stepped toward the door. The attorney will handle everything from here. You'll regret this. His tone shifted suddenly. Good luck finding someone else at your age. I almost laughed. And there it is, the real Marcus. This isn't over, he called as I closed the door. Yes, it is, I whispered. 6 months later, I sat with Desiree at the same cafe where I'd met Lisa. The divorce was finalized this morning, I announced. How does it feel? She asked. Liberating, terrifying, everything. I sipped my coffee. The settlement was fair. I kept the house. He kept his retirement. We split the rest. Have you heard anything about him? Terrence said he took a job in Phoenix. His reputation here suffered after everything came out. Lisa wasn't the only one who spoke up. And how are you, really? I'm healing. The fertility clinic called yesterday. Since I'm officially divorced, I can restart treatments whenever I'm ready. Are you going to? Maybe. Not right away. I'm focusing on rebuilding. I smiled genuinely. A year ago, I thought losing Marcus would destroy me. Now I realize he wasn't who I thought he was. You're the strongest person I know, Desiree said, squeezing my hand. Not strong, just unwilling to settle for lies anymore. I looked out the window. Do you think people ever really change? Some do. Some just get better at hiding who they are. I nodded. I'm still figuring out who I am without him. But I think I might like her better than the woman who spent 6 years believing in something that wasn't real. To new beginnings. Desiree raised her cup. And truth, I added, however painful it might be. Outside, spring sunshine warmed the pavement, promising growth and new possibilities. For the first time in a long time, I was ready for whatever came next. On my own terms, with my eyes wide open. What would you have done in Kalani's situation? Would you have confronted the truth or turned away from it? Sometimes the hardest choice is also the one that sets us free.